All right, here we go. Bricc Baby. Welcome back to Vlad TV.
We back.
That's right. Now you're a full-blown regular guest on here.
Hey, man. I'm trying to get in where I fit in, man.
That's right. Well, lots to talk about, but I think the biggest news in the hip-hop world is A$AP Rocky was acquitted on all gun charges.
All gun charges or all charges, period?
All charges, period.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My live reaction, you can see it live. We were live when he got his, the verdict was read. I'm happy.
Yeah, me too.
I'm happy. He's a GOAT of my generation, you know what I mean? And you hate to see him go down to a jealous homeboy just telling on him. Now, I don't know if he got shot or not, you know what I mean? But to see a street dude turn rat plan not go through was awesome.
Talk about that A$AP Telly.
Yeah, A$AP Telly, that's a good one. Yeah. It's like, bro, you went against the code. Nobody in the streets will ever deal with you again. And it didn't work. He went against some billions with a story of you taking some shells to the officer. I did not know that. Like, how did that make it to trial?
Yeah, well, basically, the police went to the crime scene, didn't find anything. He allegedly went back the next day and said he found some shells and turned them into the police. But what they say is he went to a firing range like around the same time and shot the same caliber gun. And they're saying that he probably took the shells from the firing range and tried to turn them in as...
I mean, that's the only thing that I see happening. I'm like, the police don't miss shells.
Yeah.
I mean, in a perfect world for a criminal, you wish police miss shells, but it's like, come on, bro. It don't matter if it's nighttime or not. They're out there. They have metal detectors. They have flashlights. They're doing everything. They said it's a shooting right here. It's a camera showing where a man was standing at. If they would, and I'm not saying that it wasn't shells because A$AP Rocky is saying that he shot a prop gun?
Starter pistol, yeah.
So that kicks out shells too.
It does, yeah.
If people don't know about the prop gun, so it's like at some point either Rocky picked his shells up like a real gangster, like a mobster, which I doubt. Yeah, I just don't know, bro.
Well, I think you would have seen that on camera, though.
Correct.
You would have seen him picking up the shells because there's video footage of what happened. Look, I don't believe that A$AP Telly had his knuckles grazed by bullets.
I think when he dove for the ground, he
probably just crashed himself.
Because there's been plenty times that even when I've had my not to tell on myself, even when I was protected, if you don't hear, if you can't see where the fire is coming from, your first instinct is to get low first. And there's been times where I got low and dove up under something and scraped my knuckles up.
Right.
Plenty times. Like I can show you like plenty times like to where something going on and you get low and like my knee scrape, my knuckle scrape. Even if I go back and protect myself and return fire, I'm still, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it was an interesting case. This is the only case that I know of where there's a shooting, the victim is taking the stand, and the defendant still wins. Because usually in these cases, like the Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion situation, it usually goes bad for the defendant if there's a witness that testifies on the stand. But I think in this case, A$AP Telly wasn't the most credible witness.
I don't say. I mean, for you, probably publicly, like maybe like a famous person, like a Stars case or something like that, a high profile case. But I've seen it.
So you've seen cases where victims go and point out the shooter, and it's still the shooter, the alleged shooter, beats the case.
Yeah, my brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my brother's case. Not to go into detail, he beat it 12 in the box, though. I'm not saying he was or he wasn't the shooter, but the dude took the stand, and he's like, it was him. I used to play basketball with him, or I used to play football with him, or whatever the case may be, right? And the lawyer's argument, because the age gap was like 5 years. So what Pop Warner team have you ever seen with a 5 year gap? You get what I'm saying?
I feel
So
you.
you're telling me that you played sports with this dude. So the lawyer's argument, the closing argument was like, this is like the situation of Sally. And then he described Sally like, you're in high school, you meet a girl named Sally at the party, you get her number, you guys never talk like that, you know what I'm saying? 3 years later, you see Sally in the mall, and Sally, like, hey, Sally, it's me, like, da. You go to tell her, like, why you ain't been in contact with me and talking or whatever, but I'm not Sally. There's people in this world that you swear that you've been next to. You get what I'm saying? And I think that is what kicked the case off, though.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Like, like you swear that's that person, but it's
Yeah.
almost impossible. Like Sally's 5 years younger than you. That's not the
Right.
same Sally from middle school. You know what I mean?